think I'm live. Hi everybody, how are you? It's noon time, Eastern time, New York, here Forest Hills. I'm in my neighborhood, and actually this morning I attended 2 hours coaching training from our mentor, Myron Golden. He's really a genius, multi-millionaires, and also the leadership and masterminding, like mindset coach and mentor. And everything he's been sharing is really like golden nuggets. And today was also like a sunny day. I really want to walk out of my home office to explore a little bit of my neighborhood, and at the same time I still like when it's still fresh, my learning is still fresh, I want to share my inspirations with you, so that I can share in the best in time with you the best inspirations I learned. And today is let's say around only 37 Fahrenheit. It's still a little bit chilly cold, but it's early spring. You see, I can hear the birds singing, chirping, and the environment. Some trees are growing, some sprouts are coming out from the soil. So what a beautiful day, right? So I want to combine these two purposes together. I want to go outside, have some walking, and also for my fitness, and also at the same time share with you my fresh inspirations I just learned from my mentor. Okay, today's the teaching he shared with us is Millionaire Mindset Mastery, and that's his genius zone. And every word is really golden nuggets. So we will see how much. I did not bring any notes. We will check how much I actually learned, right? How much I can remember. I think scientifically, statistics is maybe 20-30%. After you learn, within 24 hours you can still remember. So it's very important when it's still fresh, you reflect on it, to share with people, and work on it and follow on it. And then you can strengthen your learning and understanding. And actually, because the sunlight is so bright, I could not actually see any of you if you are staying with me. And I hope you can give me a sum up or any comments, and I will check later. And if you have any question, I could answer. Okay. And today, Marin actually he shared with us about 6 ways, the mindset, Millionaire Mindset Mastery, the 6 ways to think as like a millionaire. If you have not become a millionaire yet, so here is the ways you could learn to think as already, like as if you were the millionaire already. Okay, so the first one, he taught about how to think about economy. Especially he introduced a few laws, the law of including the law of abundance. And many people are thinking the market is so competitive, right? So hot, and other people are doing similar things, some maybe even better than me. And how can I get my customers? How can I get the business running, right? So that's very limiting thinking. It's not abundance thinking. Abundance thinking is really abundance. The law of abundance means that there's always more than enough for everyone. This universe, the resources, everything, it's more than enough for everyone. So everyone will get your share, and as much as you want, and even bigger and more than you could imagine. And even after that, there's still more than enough left. Okay, so that's a law of abundance. He described it in that way. And also I especially learned about he explained the law of attraction. So many of you maybe already being very familiar with the law of attraction, right? And today is very interesting. Marin, he restated the law of attraction as a law of action. So he split the word attraction into 2 words, action. So it's very important to understand law of attraction is not just your thinking, but it's also really put into action. And especially I'm most impressive inspiration is about he mentioned about how to focus on what you truly desire. Every day what we focus on is so important. And if you focus on your challenges, your problems, or the limitations, or like facts, or the realities, or things like in your mindset, right? You think that's reality, or it's like here and there I have so many blocks and limitations. Your focus. If you focus there, you will meet more negative things, right? So only when you focus your energy, your focus put on what you truly desire, then you will put that like also your feelings. How would you fulfill? How would you feel? How would you really experience? Just imagine, visualize what you will experience when you are focusing on what you truly desire. That kind of feeling emotionally, right, will really change your thinking, will change your focus, and also help you to anticipate what you truly desire. So that's the most important teaching. I think it's also a great reminder for me to rethink about the law of attraction. So every day, so many things we want, right? But if you do not really focus on what you truly desire, from the desire, from the feeling to the goals, and then to what you can take into action to fulfill it. Otherwise, every day we have so many things, tasks, distractions, and easily we can get out of our focus. So that's a great reminder for me too. So that's actually follow right after the coaching training. I wrote down what I truly desire. So to remind me, and I also posted on my laptop, so I could remind me what I truly sometimes what I truly desire. Sometimes we could easily forget what we truly desire, right? So really put on, for example, I make it very specific, how many people I want to serve, how big of my community I want to develop, and on what kind of speaking stages I want to share, I admire role models I want to share the speaking stage with, and how much money I want to make, and then what kind of foundation in the future I want to put the money in to help to run for abundant entrepreneurship and also thought leadership. So I put those specific desires there, and that inspires me. And every day, even though Myron did not emphasize that, but I want to remind you, every day look at what you truly desire and your vision. And what you truly desire is also part of your vision, right? Clarify your vision. And every day, every morning, the first thing is do the visualization. And imagine that you already realized it. And feel that feeling. When you are already fulfilled and realized your desires, how would you feel? What would you be doing? And how fulfilling you will be, right? And how many people are you really impacting, and how will that make you feel at that stage? So that will definitely help you to be more focused and help you to concentrate your energy. So the energy is invisible, right? But then if you do that kind of visualization and focus, will help you focus your energy on those things you truly desire and help you move forward to anticipate those things and attract it into your life and business. And actually, you need also always remember that law of attraction is also law of action. So always put your action, focus on those things really in your vision. Okay, that's the first thing he shared, is how to think about the economy. And another one, second one, he shared about how to think about business coaching. And the best thing I can remember is really the business coaching. It should be a counterintuitive, should always challenge people. We have so many coaches here, right? Even though in different areas you are coaching and providing your expertise and and passion and gifts to help other people. The most important thing is you need, if you want to be a good coach, you want to challenge other people instead of just if you are not challenging people enough to do some things they feel out of their comfort zone and counterintuitive to them, you're not good enough. If you just okay, you can do this and do that, just let them do whatever they want. Instead, you need to challenge them to do something you can say but they could not say, and you want to challenge them to reach the next level. Always get out of their comfort zone. So that's a part of a business coaching. And the third one, he talked about the way the millionaire mindset thinking about the selling. And actually, he said really like selling is one of the most noble professions in this world. It's really like many people have the limiting, especially our entrepreneurs, right? Our coaches have the limiting beliefs and feelings about selling. Nobody really likes like marketing and selling. That's because inside of us, we still have that blocks and that limiting beliefs. And really, he explained that selling is really revealing the values of the offer you provide to people, so that people will be happy to buy it. So selling is never convincing people. It's try to persuade them to buy, and just like it's more like from your standpoint, right? You feel, oh, this is good, and if I can make this sales, I will be like make so much money, and I could prove I'm so valuable, right? But selling is really do other people a favor. It's really like reveal the values for them in the offer that can bring benefit to their life, benefit to their development, and make them see to help them. That selling is a process to help them see that values of your offer, and they will be happy to buy it. And you will not really feel like excited for making the money, but really if you want to make it excited, it's truly for the values you provide to people to help them. Okay, so that's the third one. And the fourth one is about the thinking about your customers. And many people think that, it's so difficult to find my customers, right? And many of them maybe because your niche is not, so here from my expertise, right? It's like maybe your niche is not clear enough. Another way is like, even though you know who you want to help, but you still say, hey, it's so difficult to attract them, to get them into my needs. And many people share their challenges, how to get needs, how to find the ideal customers, right? So it's like Marin said that your customers is not invisible as you think they are. The actual truth is you are invisible to them. You did not make yourself so easy and to be easily found by them. So you actually, the truth is you are invisible instead of your customers are invisible. So this is a thinking shift, right? So whenever you feel like you have a challenge of having enough clients and you could not find them, or they are like, you feel like most people are reluctant to buy your products, actually is more the relaxation is really from you, and the invisibility is because of you are not making yourself visible enough, and the values you are not providing enough. So that's why the people cannot find you and they will not be attracted to you. Okay, so that's the fourth one about your customers. And the fifth one, he talked about the thinking of learning. And most people know that we want like lifelong learning. And here, Myron explained in a different perspective. It's like, what's your purpose of learning? Most people think that the purpose of learning to get the knowledge, right? Get the skills, get the knowledge. He said, no, actually the purpose of learning is really get the mastery. Mastery of something. So we're not just, for example, my kids, he's been reading so many fiction books. He's having fun, right? He's spending so much time reading, but I did not feel like that's changing his thinking that much. So, and if you just like skip from, you're reading this and that, and if you're not really getting mastery on something, that kind of a reading or learning is not the most effective. So now which our traditional education system, right, just help us almost like force us, give us into this system to process us, to learn for some knowledge, for test, for the scores, to pass something level and to get to the next level. And it's not really helping us to really get a mastery. Mastery on our thinking, and also mastery on some specific like skills, and mastery on some specific knowledge to become a master in that level. So really, this is a great reminder for me as well. I think I've been thinking that I'm a great learner. I've been having this attitude for like lifelong learning, but he's reminding me that the real purpose, we think about the purpose of learning, and it's not just for learning knowledge anymore. It's really to gain mastery. So now, like our coaches, our visionary entrepreneurs, right? You have so much information on the internet from different resources, and many people may get overwhelmed, but don't. if you are just looking at those like resources and information itself, you will get overwhelmed, because you are focusing more on how to grab all this kind of knowledge, how to really do, the fear of being left, miss out, right? So most people are just like, oh, other people are learning that, so I should also learn that. Otherwise, I will miss out something in the market. That's because you are not clear about your purpose, what you truly want to master. When you understand what you truly want to master, then you will shift your focus, and then you will filter from the sea of the information and the knowledge, right? To really find the things that's most relevant to you and can help you increase your mastery. So think about that way, okay? So your learning should be more purposeful instead of just be knowledgeable, okay? So to be more purposeful, how you can increase your mastery and how to better serve the people you want to help. Okay, so have that focus. And also he mentioned about the last one let's say learning. Okay, another one is learning is to exclude those negative impact. And for example, he talked about medias, right? Many people watching TV or like read newspapers, right? Or like just read news from the internet. So getting all this kind of past information and all that kind of most news, as you know, is a negative things, and they are impacting our life, right? So if you are reading too much of those things, and you will get all those kind of a negative impact as well. And much of that information is really not necessary for your life and for the values you could provide to people. So he reminded us to do like 30 days. He called mind fast. I love that word. 30 days mind fast. He asked people to not to watch any TV or read news. I've been doing that for over years. So last month, I by chance I turned on the TV to accompany my husband for a few minutes, and I just feel like I don't want to watch any TV at all. And normally I do not read news as well. So I focus on learning what really truly valuable to you and help you to fulfill your purpose and to help the people you want to help. Okay, so that's a focus on what is a meaningful learning. I think I can call that meaningful learning, and learning that could help you fulfill your purpose and increase your value and mastery. Okay, and the last one I talked about is the future. Thinking about your future. Many people use our past experiences, right, to explain our future. When you had the past experience, you use that and to explain what you could anticipate in the future, and then that means like you are recreate your past. So that means like you use the past experience, past thinking, and quite of them may be like negative, right? So that's limiting your openness to the future. So that means you are still living in the past. And you are not like empty. You're not emptying it. You need really like reprogramming what you were programmed before. If you use past experience, past learning only, and that's like use the past programming as well to re-explain and recreate to just recreate the past. So if you really want totally different results in your life and create a new future, that means you need like sometimes it's like unlearning and relearning, and get rid of some things you've already experienced before, and use totally open mind and a new mindset to look at the future and accept new possibilities. Okay, so that's overall the 6 areas he taught us about the Millionaire Mindset Mastery. So I hope you get some good inspirations, or maybe some tips or golden nuggets from it. And thank you so much for staying with me. Let me see if I can see you. Anima, hi, how are you? And bring, let me see, Mana or Maria, thank you. And I hope if you feel this is helpful, give me a thumb up. I will consider about sharing more in the future. So I will not just sit in my office to do the serious weekly show. And I will keep doing that Thursday for Abundant Solar Leadership time live with Spring, and at the same time I will consider to add more like live moments like this, some short inspiration sharing, and also golden nuggets to share my fresh learning with you. So I hope you will have a wonderful, today's Wednesday, right? Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I'm getting some great sunlights in the neighborhood. I definitely need to walk more, so maybe next time when I walk, I could share something with you as well. Okay, thank you. Comment under my video, let me know what's your learning today, what make you feel like refreshed today, anything like inspirations you want to share. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Let me see.